Check it.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are back on Forza Motorsport 6 for another episode of Stick or Twist. So we're a few episodes in right now into Stick or Twist. I'm assuming you guys know how this works. If you don't, make sure to go and watch a few of the older episodes, and I obviously explain everything there. But today we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So I've got the random number generator on the right, and that's got the maximum car count on the right. So we're going to go ahead and calculate a number and see what we get. So we got 86. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find what 86 is on here. Once I have, I'll be back and we can go ahead and look through what the manufacturer has to offer. So yeah.
I like my Fanta with no heist.
Okay, so we landed on the S7 again. We're obviously not going to go for that because that's what we had last time. But we're going to go ahead and generate another number. So we're going to go ahead and twist one more time. And we got 45. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find out what that is. And then we're going to go ahead and have a look through the manufacturer's car list. Okay, so we landed on Lamborghini. So now we're going to go ahead and look through Lamborghini's cars and see what they have on offer. Now, there is a lot of cars in this section. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter what we get out of this section. It would be quite a good video, you know, for any of these cars. So you know what? We're going to go for Lamborghini and we're going to see what we can get out of the random number generator. So there is 16 cars in the Lamborghini section. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the number generator so it goes from 1 to 16. And basically we're going to have to get whatever the first pick is. We don't get to twist on the manufacturer spin. So let's see what we can get. So I'm going to go ahead and generate a number. We're at number 4, so we got a Huracan. Okay, I can do that. A Huracan, not bad. Okay, so we've got a few options in terms of liveries. We can make the Huracan, which is a new one. I haven't heard that before. There's a Puppets livery. Fair enough. Okay, you know what? So I looked through the liveries and stuff, and I could have gone for something custom, but I genuinely think this looks best stock. So for now, we're going to keep it like this, but we might change it in a bit. I don't really know. I do want to make this into an S-Class track car. That's what I want to do with it. It's four-wheel drive, so that's initially going to help. And then obviously it's already got like 600 horsepower and it's already maxed out at S-Class anyway. So that means we won't have to do much tuning to it, which will help. So we're going to go ahead and go with this and see what we can do. So we're going to go ahead and buy this Huracan. There we go, it's done. Okay, so currently it's at a level 759. Again, that means we really don't have to do much. Now, it's a track car, so we're immediately going to go ahead and put the race tyre compound on. And we're going to make the tyres a bit wider. And then I'm going to go ahead and sort out the brakes too. Just because I feel like that's the most important thing. It's already got like 610 horses. I don't think that's going to be the issue. I think the most important thing about this is making sure that the handling is good. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
A few moments later.
You know what? I've just had a thought. I'm pretty sure there was a rear-wheel drive Huracan that was released, and if it hasn't released now, then it's releasing soon. So why don't we rear-wheel drive swap this one? We can. It's an option. Huh. We could do. Yeah, it's called the LP580-2. And it's a genuine thing. So you know what? Well, you know what I said about being a circuit car? Fuck it. We're going to go rear-wheel drive drift car. So, everyone who's watching, yeah, I kind of forgot to take the race tyres off. So I tried to make it a drift car with race tyres on. You can kind of imagine how that went. Not very well. But I thought I'd kind of remind you guys of that before we carry on watching the video. So yeah, I kind of still had the race tyres on and didn't know. So we obviously do have the option to take it up to an R. And I don't really want to, you know, change the aspiration. I want to keep it NA for now. We could add a twin turbo or a supercharger, but I don't really want to do that. And we could also swap an engine or something in there and be ridiculous with it. But I want to keep the stock characteristics. I kind of want to make it exactly how this car is, which I'm looking at right now, which is the rear-wheel drive Huracan in real life. So what I might do is I might find the spec list and see if I can make it as close to that car as possible. So I like to think I've kind of transformed the car. Obviously I've changed it to red because that seems to be the launch colour of the rear-wheel drive LP580-2. So what we've gone ahead and done is I haven't touched the power because it does seem like the stock version of the Huracan, you know, the rear wheel drive Huracan is actually, it has 30 less horsepower. So I left it as it is, and literally all I've done is changed the color and upgraded everything else to do with the handling, just so it's a bit easier to drift. But essentially, this is basically the rear wheel drive Huracan that you will see, you know, everywhere else, except this time it's got like a roll cage, as you can see, and a few other upgrades, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on sliding this thing. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Okay, so here we go at Yas Marina in our Huracan. Let's see if the rear wheel drive swap has worked. Is it still going to handle like a four wheel drive car? Who knows? Let's go ahead and find out. So immediately, very weird, because obviously it's mid-engined. It's going to be a bit hard for it to drift. We're going to see what we can do, though. So it doesn't want to get its back end out, to be fair. You've got to really push it. But that's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really similar to the MR2 because it's MR. But you know what? This thing really actually does want to slide. Oh, my Lord. Oh, shit. That's, oh, fuck. I forgot I didn't pick the main track. There we go, sliding it round. Now obviously, with a bit of a tune, this could probably do a hell of a lot better. But currently, not only is this a drift machine, but it's actually genuinely quite good around a track. Mate, you've got race tyres on. Brake down, brake down. Down to gear 3. We're going to put it into a slide. It's because you've got the race tyres on. You forgot to put the... Keep it going. Oh my, it's still sliding, okay. You can definitely tell this is an MR. Yep, you can definitely tell. Nope, you're just shit at drifting and you forgot to change the fucking top. People don't like the Huracan for whatever reason, but for me, this car is a very worthy successor to the Gallardo. Look at this thing slide. Okay, that was a bad corner. For me anyway, this is a genuine, like, worthy successor to the Gallardo. Like, I don't know what it is, but I really like the Huracan. Now, the rear-wheel drive version in real life, obviously this is kind of a bit of a cop-out because it's not actually the car. I've done my best to try and make it like the car, but it's not actually what it is. But overall, it does handle like a rear-wheel drive car. You can kind of tell that it's, you know, it's not natively a rear-wheel drive car like that. You can kind of notice, but not too much. You can definitely, you know, get by with it. You could probably make this a really good drift car if you put a tune on it. I'm running it stock right now because I wanted to see what it was like with the stock tune, and it's actually genuinely quite good. Like, this is what I imagine the rear-wheel drive car would handle like in real life. You can get the back end out, but at the same time, it's grippy enough to go around corners successfully. You know what? I gave up on trying to tell you, you've got the race tyres on. Okay, so what are my overall opinions on this car? I've got to say, I really do like it. I think the rear-wheel drive swap hasn't made it ridiculous, and I was expecting it to. It's genuinely made it quite a fun car to drive. So I'm going to say it's a thumbs up for me. This was a success. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to go ahead, hit the like, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and peace.